What's going on, everyone? This is Dom, and today we are getting into my favorite cases and accessories, or the best in my opinion, right now for this guy, this chunker, the iPhone 13 Pro. And obviously this is a massive phone. I really dig this Sierra blue color, and I've picked out the best ones that are available so far in my opinion, and we're gonna go ahead and check those out today. And I will leave links to everything I mentioned down in the description below for you, so go ahead and check those out if you want to pick them up for yourself. And be sure to drop a comment and a thumbs up on this video, as I'll be sending some cases to some of you people down in the comments section below. But without any further delay, let's check out the best cases and accessories for this thick boy, the iPhone 13 Pro. Well, let's get started. All right, so first up, we have some cases from ESR, and a huge thanks to them for sponsoring the channel. I actually love their cases. I've been a long-time customer, well, even before they started sponsoring the channel, but we have some cases and accessories from them here first. And these two right here, these are some very plain clear cases, which I think actually work with the Sierra blue very well, because you can see the blue through there. But we have the hybrid case and the Air Armor here, and actually you get a kickstand with this guy right here, which is pretty cool. But as you can see, we have the MagSafe. So this is part of their Halo Lock magnetic case series, and you can see here that it lines up with MagSafe on the back. We have both of these cases. So this one right here is a little more rugged. We have a raised lip on here, and we have some more rugged corners on it as well. I think that it's pretty nice, and we do have a more plain version of that, which is not a bad thing. Look at that. That's just kind of your basic plain case. I mean, the edges are raised a little bit, and we just have kind of a very minimal clear case, which I actually do appreciate the minimalism here. I'm actually kind of a fan of minimal cases. It's just me. I don't need anything super bulky or rugged. This one kind of does the job. But we have some accessories which I'm actually a little more excited about, and like I said, links to everything will be down below in the description. So first up here, we have the Halo Lock kickstand wireless charger, and this is probably one of my favorites from them. So I have it right here in my hand. This thing is tiny. Look at it. It's so small, and it just looks very nice and clean. And obviously on the back here, we've got the kickstand, and it does come with a USB-C to USB-C cable right here. So, as you would expect, you just take the phone and pop right there on the back. And obviously this is great if you want to watch movies, and you can have your phone charging. The weight of the phone does keep the cord out of the way, and it's got a very strong connection. Look at this. It didn't go nowhere. I doubted MagSafe accessories for some time, as some of you know, but this is actually really strong. The case combo with the MagSafe compatibility in it and the phone right there just creates a strong connection. This is pretty good. This is tiny. This will literally fit in your pocket. On the back, I mean, you could leave this on the back of the iPhone and just stick it in your pocket. Finally, on the ESR train, we have the Halo Lock magnetic car wireless charger for your car. Yes, this mounts in your car, and it is pretty freaking rad if you ask me. It does the same thing. As you can see, it just clips right on there. Onto the back, we got the charging logo. This thing is not going to fall off your dashboard in a car accident, maybe in a car accident, but hopefully you're not getting into those. It's pretty sturdy, as you can see. It's got a hold on the back of this thing, and it's got a pretty cool design to it. So we got a blue light on the side, in each side for charging indicators, and then we have the clip here that you can use to mount it to your car. We got some pretty easy instructions on how to do that as well. And we have a USB-C to Type A cable coming out of this one. Now, I'm pretty sure that's because a lot of cars just have a Type A charging port in them. I haven't seen a ton with Type C in them yet. That's kind of new territory for vehicles, but just for kicks, let's go ahead and snap it onto the back there. It's still pretty good. It's got a pretty good magnet in it, even without the case. So obviously these accessories work best if you have a case that supports MagSafe, which we do with the Halo Lock series from ESR. But this car charger is really cool. It's just got a nice sleek look to it. This, my friends, is like the full-on like ESR lineup here, and I think all this stuff is pretty great. It's not the full ESR lineup. They have a ton of stuff. I don't know. I'll leave links below for them down in the description, but let's go ahead and move on to the next cases and accessories. Next up, we have first-party cases. This is the iPhone 13 Pro silicone case, and if you're looking for something about as minimal as it gets, that is made by the company you bought your phone from, this is something that you could consider. And obviously we have really cool little animations when you put the case on. See the color of the case pop up there? Nothing very special in my opinion, but it's there. So if you haven't been familiar with Apple cases, first party cases, they have a nice little kind of velvety felt lining on the inside that has the little MagSafe circle, as you can see there. But first party cases, these are cool, but this thing is $49, and that's kind of expensive, but you only get an Apple case like this from Apple, obviously. So if you want to get the leather version, it's $59. We have the silicone version, which is $49, and they're just slightly different color variations of last year's. But if you're planning on using an iPhone 12 Pro case with the iPhone 13 Pro, it ain't gonna happen. The case dimensions are slightly different, so you cannot use last year's cases on this phone. These Apple silicone cases are nice, and the leather cases are nice as well. I have a leather case for my 13 mini, which I'll show you in another video, but I will leave links to these guys down in the description for you. Next up, we have screen protectors, because everybody needs to protect their precious iPhone screen, and these ones I picked up on Amazon. They're really cheap. This is like $11.99 for a 2-pack. It's from AM Film. It's a tempered glass screen protector, and it has an applicator with it. So you can see here inside of this bag right here, I've gotten these for a few years now. We have an applicator for the screen protector, and it even orients you on the top. That's the top. So put that on the top of your phone. It's pretty simple. And then in here, we have a little baggie. I'm just gonna show you real quick. Slap a screen protector on this bad boy. We have our wet wipe and our dry wipe. Wipe this sucker down, give it a little bath. Let's go ahead and just get all the dust off of here. Now, all we're gonna do is go ahead and tear this little back piece off right here. And then we are literally just going to snap this on to the phone. We have it nice on there, and then we're just gonna touch right here. Like, it's literally applying itself, and then just pull off the screen protector. And look at that. Perfect screen protector right here. The little corner came up a little bit, but other than that, this thing is clean. Super clean, super easy, barely an inconvenience. $11.99. You get 2 in here also, so if you do happen to mess this thing up, you have another try inside of there. I don't know. I'll leave links to these in the description. I think they're awesome though. Next up, we have one of the more premium brands in this lineup, but they make some really good cases. Now, these aren't cheap, but if you're gonna spend money on cases, I would recommend something like this over an Apple leather case. This is from Nomad, and we have 2 different kinds of cases here. We have the modern leather case and the modern leather folio. These are staples in the Nomad lineup here. And with the modern leather case, looks plain on the back, but look at that, we have MagSafe in there, so that's gonna be great for any MagSafe accessories. Let's go ahead and just slap this bad boy on here. It has a nice thick, like hard rubber lining to it, outline to it. And of course, then we have leather on the back, and it's kind of like seamless. Like, it looks so clean. Like, look at that. Ooh, it smells so good. But yeah, this is the modern leather case. It's pretty simple in function. I mean, it fits everything. We have some nice big open ports here on the bottom for everything, and a big open little gap for your charger right there. And obviously the brown leather one is exactly the same as the black leather one. We just have brown instead of black. More obvious plastic to leather seam there, but They both have MagSafe, and they're both pretty cool in my opinion. Like I said, these run on a little more of the expensive side for cases, but if you're gonna spend money on a leather case, I would definitely recommend this over Apple's. It's just, it offers more protection, and obviously it has MagSafe built in. It's just a really nice case all around. Now, of course, for you business people out there, or regular people, I guess, we have the modern leather folio, another staple with Nomad's lineup. This I have in the brown leather, and you can open this up to see that we have card slots, we have a little cash compartment, or you can stick your receipts in there, I don't know, whatever you want. And we have MagSafe. And if we throw this phone in here, I think that this brown case would look really good with the gold iPhone or the silver, but it's a really nice case nonetheless. I am not a huge fan of folio cases because you just have this dangly doogle at the bottom, but it's a really nice case. Like, you cannot deny it. It doesn't do any wake or sleep functionality, but like I said, we do have MagSafe in there, which is nice, but I have some things about MagSafe charging, which I'll get into actually next. So like I was saying, with MagSafe charging, of course, you can use the MagSafe charger. We have stuff like I showed you earlier from ESR with MagSafe. That's really cool too. There's a lot of cool MagSafe chargers, but if you want to charge a little bit faster, there are some better options for cheaper. Now, of course, we have Apple's like flagship fast charging block. They have a 20 watt, but there are better options here. Of course, we have this Spigen 20 watt wireless charger, which, look at how much smaller that is. It'll fit in your pocket a lot better, and it has folding prongs. Like, why can't we get this, Apple? You used to be so good at folding the prongs. Why did you give up? I don't know, but I think the Spigen one is much better because obviously it's just a much smaller footprint. I can't even hold on to it, it's so small, you guys. And we have USB Type-C on the back here. It's got a little indicator light as well, and I mean, it's a nice little charger. Much better than Apple's charger as well. But then, what a chunky charger for a chunky phone. I mean, this right here, this is the Anker Nano 2 45 watt charger, and this boy is small and fast. So if you haven't seen the Anker Nano 2, here it is right here. It's a little bit thicker than Apple's charger, and obviously thicker than Spigen's charger, but it's got a smaller footprint than Apple's charger, and it's roughly the same size as the Spigen one. Now, the cool thing about this is like one block to rule them all, right? This can charge an iPhone, a MacBook, most notebooks that take USB Type-C. I mean, this thing is awesome. 45 watts, it's got USB-C right there on the back, and literally you plug into that and you can start charging your iPhone in fast times. You can start charging your MacBook at normal speed. Like, this I take around with me. They do have a 65 watt version as well. This I just take around with me. It's enough to charge my MacBook, and I can charge my iPhone with it. I can literally just travel with one block, and unfortunately 2 cables because we don't have Type-C on an iPhone yet, but different conversation for a different story. I just think that if you want to charge your phone fast, there are much better options than the only one that Apple gives you, which is right here. I think both of these are great. Obviously, the Spigen one is going to be cheaper than the Anker one. I think this Anker one runs about 40 bucks, but also look, boom, foldable prongs, which is nice. So it just takes up even less space. So I think that this guy, if you're looking for one charger that will kind of charge all of your things, definitely look at the Anker Nano 2. The 45 watt is a nice happy medium there. But this one is also really nice. I think that there should be not many situations where you need to buy this Apple branded which just has a tiny little apple on it. That's the only branding you're getting. I just don't think there are many situations where you should buy this one. That's just my opinion though, but I think that both of these are great chargers. Next up, we got some classics right here. This is the Spigen Thin Fit case, and this is for the iPhone 13 Pro. I love the Thin Fit cases because, again, they're just super minimal, right? So this is just gonna smack on the back of this little boy right here, and look at that, that's done. We have a nice raised lip that definitely comes over the edges of the camera lenses, and it's got a nice rubbery texture to it, which definitely helps with grip because you know these things are slippery sliding, and huge gap for your charger right there as well. I just think there's not much to say about this. It's a very simple cases. We have covered buttons here, and they're very simple cases though. It's Spigen. They're inexpensive and they're available on Amazon, easy to find. And this one is really nice. We do not have MagSafe in this case or a lot of these cases. Some of them don't have MagSafe. Now here's the thing. MagSafe is great, right? But if you're wanting to, MagSafe is great for accessories. If you want to charge your phone as fast as you can, MagSafe isn't as important, and that is why you should pick the case you like over a case that has MagSafe compatibility. But this is the Spigen Thin Fit case for the iPhone 13 Pro. I think it's great. Again, links for everything are gonna be down in the description for you. Now, of course, we need to talk about audio options, and I know I rag on like first-party stuff a lot because it's expensive, but quite honestly, Apple makes some really great stuff for their products. These are AirPods Max. I'm sure many of you have seen them before. They're big, they're bulky, and they sound just fantastic. I mean, the transparency mode on here is absolutely amazing. I can hear my voice in full clarity while I'm wearing these. It's pretty cool, and they're very nice headphones, but they are like $500. So definitely keep that in mind. I miss the days where we got earpods in the package. But yeah, we also do have AirPods Pro and the regular AirPods. I have a Spigen case on my AirPods Pro case, as you can see right here, with a little clip I can clip it onto my backpack with. But AirPods Pro, they sound great. They're nice and light and portable. There's really not much else to say. They're audio options, and I will link a couple of other favorites of mine down in the description for you in case you want to check out some other audio options for your iPhone 13 Pro. Next up, we have some cases from Total Lee, and they are known for making the thinnest cases in the business. These are for the stupid, like minimalist look. Like, and I don't mean stupid in a bad way. I mean that in like a cool way, the hip way. Look at this case. It's so thin, right? It's very thin. It literally adds next to no bulk onto your phone. Look at that. Like, that is just basically the iPhone. We have cutouts for the buttons on the side. The speaker holes are lined up like perfectly on there. Mind you, it's only going to provide like scratch protection. If you drop this baby, I wouldn't expect it to do any kind of cushioning for your precious little heavy boy right here. They have these in all different colors as well. This is just a kind of the smoky black look, but they do have a wide variety of colors here. They do also have, you can find it here, a clear case as well. So this is the Totally clear case, and this is just your typical like clear TPU case. I mean, it's rather generic, if I might add, but it is very clean. Again, if you want that minimal look, you want to protect your iPhone, and you want to see the color that you got, this is cheaper than Apple's option. Neither of these have MagSafe, obviously, but we went over that whole thing a little bit ago. But I do think that it is a nice, clean case that'll keep your phone protected. If you need a more rugged style case that's not going to be like putting a brick in your pocket, the next set of cases I have to show you might solve that problem. All right, so finally we have some cases from Raptic here, and I've shown you Raptic cases before. They're very famous for having the Raptic shield, which is actually pretty nice because it has a metal frame around the outside, and you can see this case is just super freaking rugged, and it's got a clear back right here, so you can hi. You can wave to your case color from the outside, which is if you want to do anything like that. But the Raptic Shield is probably going to be the most toughest in the lineup right here. The second most toughest, in my opinion, is the Raptic Terrain. Now, that's not to say that this is any less rugged than the Shield, but it's a different kind of rugged. And I do like the frosted back that we have right here with the kind of clear outline on it. So this Raptic Terrain right here, just go ahead and plop it on here. Look at that. That's a clean looking phone, and it's got some thick protection around the corners. Like I definitely don't have any problem with dropping my phone in a Raptic case. I mean, all these case brands, that the rugged ones, a 10-foot drop tested military grade, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's cool and all, but I've actually dropped my phone in Raptic cases and have been okay. So I speak from experience on that. And this case just looks really clean. I mean, you can still see the color, still see the Apple logo because, you know, the glass is frosted anyway underneath. I like how just, it's still small, right? It doesn't feel like I have like 5 freaking cases. Like, I'm not like, hey guys, this is my new phone case. You know, it's not like super thick or anything like that, which I definitely do appreciate. So all of these are really, really sweet in my opinion. And I don't know, that about wraps it up for the best, or in my opinion, my favorite cases and accessories that are currently available for this boy right here, the iPhone 13 Pro. Like I said, if you want, I have a bunch of these cases I really don't need, so drop your phone that you picked up in the comments section, and I'll pick some of you out there, send you some cases. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future, because this is kind of a reoccurring segment I do for a lot of the flagship smartphones out there. So if you're picking up flagship smartphones, they're just flying at your face, you might want to find some cool cases and accessories for them. And with that being said, I mean, hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoy making these things for you. Hit the notification bell if you haven't yet, so you can be notified when videos like this drop. I can't even remember what I've said lately, so I thank you again. Really appreciate all the support. Once again, this is Dom, and I'll catch you in the next video.